There's a bit of you got a phone on there somewhere, Renata.
It's all right. I'm shutting it down. It's all right.
Hello and welcome everyone to Thursday Night Tarot. We've already got 38 people on there. Wow, awesome stuff. This is the night where you get to ask your question. You can ask it from Facebook. You can ask it from YouTube, wherever you are. Send it through. And all we ask is that there is no personal questions like, should I leave my husband or is my partner cheating on me or anything like that. And we also ask that you don't ask, is my cancer treatment working or will I die next week? Because we don't want those sorts of questions on here either. Not appropriate in a place like this. Oh, hello, Celtic Dragon. Oh, I love this name. And dee-dum, dee-dum. Hello, Portable Tree. It's Joe here. Oh, I love the name, Joe. That is awesome. Celtic Dragon equals Joe. And look, thank you for those people who are watching on YouTube, because that actually helps with our hours and our numbers over there. Hello, Andrew. Hello, Melissa, Jody, Zena, Warrior Housewife, Razia, Jenny Pearson, Donna Atkins, Karen Hossery, and look, everyone, I want you all to please send your love out to Karen. She lost her mother this week, and that's been very hard for her with everything that is going on in this horrible environment that we are going to try and make you forget about for the next hour. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Danny. Ruma. And the feed just jumped. Just like that, it jumped already. Alicia. Now, I love the way that you spell your name, Alicia. That's a really unusual way. And that's grabbed my attention there. Hi, Natalie. So it's as simple as this. I just get drawn to a question on there because Renata can't see them tonight. So, because normally we do this together, but due to the lockdown, we can't. I mean, technically we can because we do work in radio and we are still considered an essential service, but we're trying to do the right thing. Even though we're both vaccinated, our whole households are vaccinated and we don't come into contact with anyone who's not vaccinated. So, hi, Alicia. Hello, ladies. Looking very nice, thank you. Am I on the right path? One of Renata's favourite questions.
Okay. Well, I have done a shuffle for you, Alicia, and I will give you a card. But you have to be careful with the right path and kind of. That is a very, very personal question, and you have to have a distinct feeling that you are on the right path. If you are questioning whether you are on the right path, that opens up the discussion for why you think you aren't on the right path. And I know that's a roundabout way of saying things, but being on the right path is an emotional feeling that you get, that no matter how difficult things become, you're not going to stray from that journey and the destination. That's when you can say, I am on the right path. And that doesn't mean that you're automatically going to have no problems or no issues, just because you believe that the universe or God or whatever it might be has placed you in a particular position and has said, this is what I want you to do. Often people who are on the path that they desire have the greatest amount of difficulties that they possibly can, in spite of everything that they've tried. It's like, no matter what I do, this is what I want to do, and it's as hard as all hell. So there's no guarantee that it's going to be smooth sailing, and that is no guarantee that you are on the right path. It's a feeling, an internal feeling that no matter how hard things get, you're going to pursue this because there is no other way.
My apologies.
Thank you, Anne. So that is how you know you're on the right path. You wake up every morning and go, yep, I'm still doing this. I'm still doing this. No matter what, I'm still doing it. Would you agree, Anne?
Absolutely. And I also have to say, we have many paths in our lives. I started off on the path of being a high school music teacher, and that fulfilled me for a while. Then I thought, no, it doesn't anymore. So then I became a professional musician, and that served me for many years. And I thought, no, I feel the need now to become a professional actor. So I became a professional actor. And now my path is leading me, oh, well, I actually ended up in aged care as a music humour therapist. So that was another path that I was on. And it was interesting how all of these paths, even though I wasn't sure if it was the right path at the time, gave me skills to be where I am right now. So even if it's not the path that you are sure about, it is actually a path, and you are learning something that you will need further down the track, which will absolutely float your boat. My card for you says, make your peace with whatever this problem is, accept the consequences of the past actions, and just bloody move on. So if you're worried about you made poor decisions before, don't worry about it. That was in the past. It doesn't mean you're going to make bad decisions again. Just keep moving forward and know, yep, I fucked that up. I stuffed that up, and that was a mistake. But I accept that. I accept that I stuffed it up. It's no one else's fault but my own. I'm going to keep moving forward now.
And just to finish off, I did draw a card for you, as I said, and it is the Ace of Coins. And the Ace of Coins is a money card. And yes, money and finances are important if you're going to make a career out of the path that you have chosen. So it has to be incorporated in the plan that you have. And this is sometimes what we forget as well. We think that the path is something just esoteric and wonderful and magical. And if you have chosen this to be a career and you want to make money from it, you have to treat it as a business, not as a free-for-all volunteer. I'm giving it from my heart. I just want people to understand how much I love them. They're all going to think I'm wonderful. No, they're not. You're going to have a business plan, and it's going to have to be strategized. So that's the way it is, maybe.
Thank you, Christy. So, what we've got here is the 3 cards. So if you don't get a reading tonight, we're going to pop 3 cards onto here, and at the end of the night, you choose 1, 2, or 3, and then you get a reading from those cards. And trust me, those readings are pretty bloody amazing as well. So the next one, you're going to like the next one, Renata. I'm going to pop over there for the second. This is Taryn. Now, Taryn said, you guys guessed my house, my car many moons ago. Can you now guess where my new man will enter my life?
Well, Taryn, I have to say, first of all, it's not a guess. Just saying, it's not a guess. The cards give us this information.
Cards don't lie. What I might do is I'm going to pop these on here in front of you. I'm just going to move them out of shot because I get a bit awkward with them sitting there as well.
And I have to say that you have the 2 of Swords here, which, Taryn, I have to ask you, first of all, is it something that you really want? And this is something that you've got to ask yourself deep down inside. Is it something that you really want? Because this is a card that kind of says, yes, I do, but no, I don't. Yes, I do, but no, I don't. It's so much trouble. Oh, look, I've made a stuff up of this so many times. I'm too scared. Oh, look, will I do it or won't I do it? Should I or shouldn't I? And these are the things that are going on in your head at the moment. And totally understandable, absolutely understandable. But the thing about it is, it's not going to clear a proper pathway to having this person come into your life. Because even if they are there,
cards everywhere.
even if they are there or they pass by you, you won't see it because you're too much in this ambivalent zone that says, oh, there are so many reasons why I shouldn't be doing it. Yep. So again, like everything else that you've done up till this point in time, the mindset strategy is, I am ready. I am ready. So just keep on repeating that every day. I am ready, and it will happen.
Oakley dokley. Oh. And I'm just going to read you the card that fell out of there for you, Taryn. Hurt is wasted energy. To heal, realize you're partnered. So if you've been hurt before, maybe that's what's holding you back. Just think, yeah, well, I stuffed that up and move on. Don't worry about it. Rightio. It just jumped a whole hell of a lot, people. And I can't even find that last comment. It's jumped that far back. Portable Trees checking in on you, making sure you're okay.
Just tired, very tired. Portable Tree. I've got a lot happening beyond this that I have to take care of daily, and sleeping well isn't something that has been going down recently. So just tired.
All right, Renata, your phone is buzzing a lot. Can you possibly pop that onto silent instead of muted? Razia Davids, any message from Spirit, please? She wants to know if there is a message from the other side. So I'm going to pull a card for you, Razia, in what your spirit guides or your ancestors want you to know. What is the message that they're trying to get to you to help you clarify what you're at the moment?
Razia, I would say to you that you need to focus your energy on what it is that you're wanting right now. You're very scattered, and that could be because of the situation that COVID has created, or you may feel that you are not where you hoped that you would be at this point in time. But once again, this card is about, and look, I know exactly what it is. We pick up everything that we can lay our hands on to make sure that something at least works out for us, that we have some hope or joy of happiness somewhere along the line. But you have to focus on what is absolutely, totally the most important thing right now, and keep a focus in on that.
Yes, Renata. As we pick up how many more courses? Anyway, I've got a good one for you. Apparently, the good luck fairy has cleared the road for you to take the next step. So whoever is your guide on the other side is saying, it's time, it's okay now, and it's going to be good luck. So go for it. Now, I have to tell you all, first off, my name is Anne Rekovich, and I am a paranormal investigator, and I like to read our very own frightfully good Naughty and Nice Oracle cards that Renata and I created. Now, I have no skill whatsoever, and I make it up as I go along, or do I? I have some insight. Sometimes the cards seem to be a little bit accurate, but the star of the show is Ms. Renata Danielle over there. She is a psychic medium, and she will tell you as it is. You can book private readings with Renata. You just have to head to, is it still Lucky Psychic, Renata?
Just head to tarotqueen@gmail.com and send me a email message, and I'll be able to handle it from there. I'm actually trying to change everything about so that I just have one Facebook page and one web page for everything that I do, rather than it's scattered to the four winds, as has been happening up to this point in time, and it's been driving me crazy. So
Renata, just want to clarify, tarotqueen@gmail.com?
tarotqueen@gmail.com.
Right, okay, thank you. And I will just get that across the bottom so that people can find that. Okay, I'm going to pop back over to there.
Justin Perryman. Justin just sent a whole bucket load of stars to us. So thank you, Justin.
Justin, thank you so much. Look, guys, we do this for nothing. And this, a lot of the work that we are doing at the moment in this field is is for nothing, in the hope that in the future we will be able to make an income from this. So by you guys sending us stars on Facebook or dollars on YouTube, you are actually allowing us to keep doing this work and to keep creating material and shows for you guys. So we appreciate it very, very, very much. Okay, Rajni Kushi. Please forgive me if I'm killing your name there. Didn't we ask about Gaurav last week? I'm sure we asked about it. Because I don't know if Gaurav was asking about you or you're asking about them.
You can't keep on asking every week. That's impossible. That's
You're waiting
impossible.
for the right answer.
I know. And look, my thoughts about this are you both have to learn to share a little bit more about each other and learn more about each other and your likes and dislikes. You're both holding back, and this is going to make it very, very difficult in the relationship in the future when you are both allowed to be a couple and be on your own and create that family that you're wanting to. So this is about truth right from the very beginning and allowing each other into your lives. And there are also financial issues that are associated here. So I don't know whether it's financial issues with regard to family finances or your family or their family finances and how that plays in with the relationship, and whether family is happy with the way or the choosing that you have made with regard to this particular person or not. But there are financial issues associated with this that have to or will play out whether you like it or not. So there's still a lot of influence that isn't coming from you and this particular person that has influence on this relationship.
Rightio. I don't know what happens to Jem's cottage, but people are sending her love and hugs and things like that. So I'm not sure what happened. Dana wants a naughty card. Move over, Renata.
Okay.
All right. So calling upon not that angel of light. Yes, what?
Okay. There's another Dana that wants to know where you got your coffee shirt from.
Okay, I'll do that in a second. So, Dana rest. This is a message from the gods, from the spirits, from the angels, from the fairies for you. Toughen up, Buttercup. It's time to be your own hero. Stop waiting for every other bugger to solve your problems. There is only you. You are the only one that can solve it. No one else is going to empty that dishwasher or do the washing up. You know that. You just do it yourself. Love from Auntie Anne. All right.
I've learned a lot about asking ancestors for help this week.
All right. So my T-shirt is from T Public. TEEPUBLIC. So that's my T-shirt. We've got our new T-shirts, our merch, all up here. Got our merch. That's our T-shirts. They're all ready to go. We're just waiting for the coffee mugs to come in. It's very exciting. The coffee mugs should actually be here this week or next week, but that's when they're arriving in the country. All right.
Yes, they will all be available. We're just waiting for all the merchandise to come through so that we can post it out all together and save you from paying double postage for things. But I was saying before you stood up, Anne, I've learned a lot about asking the ancestors for help this week. Mm-hmm. And ancestors can be quite demanding. So when you ask your ancestors for help, don't expect it to be love and light, please, because it's not going to be, because they're all way past that and they've seen and done and know everything. And it all boils down to how much are you willing to give and how much are you willing to sacrifice to make things happen. They will not come back going, oh, love and light, I'm going to sprinkle everything for you and everything's going to be wonderful and beautiful. No, they're very, very tough, our beautiful ancestors. And they will say to you, we've had opportunities, we let them pass. Now it's your turn. If you want something to have happen, you better go out there and make it happen. Don't wait for the waters to divide and for you to pass through like Moses. It ain't going to happen. You work with what you've got and get out there and get things done. That's the story from the ancestors.
Okay, this is for Leanne, and for anyone else out there who needs it, I've got some of the money fecking loves me spray from Spells and Spirits. I'm spraying this in your general direction to bring some good energy and money in your direction. It's full of cinnamon and nice shit. But yeah, so Leanne would like to know, can you tell me if I'm going in the right direction with my new venture? Why is nothing working? Oh my God, we know that feeling.
Yes,
We know that
Leanne.
feeling.
And Leanne, you've got to understand that you and a billion other people are going into a new venture at the moment, because the way they have been doing things up till this point in time has now just gone down the toilet. So everyone has a new venture and everyone is on social media. So you have to work on creating a strategy that is going to get your people to see you. And that means that you have to be strong enough to get out on social media, to make sure that you interact, to make sure that you are strong enough to take criticism, and to make sure that you have the right goods at the right time that are going to be attracted to people. If you have a new venture, share what it is. If you're ready for that, if it is goods that you're selling, share your Facebook page or your web page so that we can go over and like
Share it here right now. Share it here.
and let us know what it is, because we're here to help support small businesses. But don't be surprised if things are slow at the moment, because like I said, you and a bazillion other people are trying really, really hard to make things work for them. But I'm going to get a card for you and see what the cards say. And it's a beautiful card, this gorgeous Queen of Coins here. And she is very, very thrifty with her money. She really concerns herself with doing the right thing with the money that she has. And my suggestion also is, see whether you can do some karmic work, and maybe you can look at donating in some way to a cause or a charity. As you move forward with this new venture, it just does this karmic roundabout thing. Yeah. And that's kind of what I suggest. We normally do some sort of charity stuff every year.
We are doing charity stuff.
Hold on. We usually do 3 or 4. And over the last 2 years, because it's just been shit, we've done very few. But we are at the moment doing the 1 Foot Forward for Black Dog Institute during October. And our team is called Anne and Renata. And we will put up on our Facebook page the sponsorship and everything that we're doing. So we encourage you to follow us on our walk through October. And if any of you feel that you would like to donate to it, you can. But this
we'll take anything.
Yeah, it's this kind of puts a different energy on what you're doing too, and it makes you feel as though at least something that you're doing is paying it forward. So maybe that's something else, Leanne, that you can kind of think of doing over the next few months. But look, don't get over frustrated. It truly isn't about what you're doing wrong. It's the amount of work that we have to put in to be seen at the moment, and it's just a ton of it. It's a ton of it, and you've got to keep doing it all the time.
And hello to Liz.
Hello, Liz.
Finally got that parcel in the post, lovely. It's finally gone. Oh, Sharon's after some grandbabies. Obviously, the children aren't moving quick enough to produce offspring. She wants to know if there's babies in the future.
Oh, well, look, we've got the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups says, look, we really want to have babies in our future. We want to. But if your family and your family members are really stressing out financially at the moment, it's not going to be really conducive for them to have kiddies. So, even though you might want to have grandkids and go, look, I'd love to have grandkids, and I'd love to have those little souls to look after, it may not be right for your kids at the moment. So don't put any pressure on them. If it's going to happen, it will happen. But yeah, it's just an awful time for people financially.
Yes, you are right. It is an alien skull. I bought it for my husband. He absolutely loves the alien movies, but I bought it because we were putting all sorts of weird and creepy things on a set that we were using for Ghost Hunters React. And then when I got it, I didn't realize how freaking heavy it is. It's like 2 kilos or something, but it's awesome. You like it? Sorry. Oh, all right. I'm just scrolling. How you going, Crispy? And if we've missed your question, please just post it again. Just don't post it every 5 seconds. As I said, the feed will jump a lot, so sometimes we just don't get to see it.
Lily Salt, thank you so much for the stars. Thank you.
Oh, thank you,
Thank
Lily.
Very, very generous.
Appreciate that so much. Oh, look at that. This is my Thursday viewing that I was telling you about. Ladies, can Tegan have her first ever reading, please?
Well,
give Tegan a reading?
We need to know a question.
Oh,
we need a question.
All right,
we need a question
I'll
from
keep
Tegan.
An eye out for Tegan. Christy, if you see Tegan Whittingham ask a question, pop it up for us. Take over the feed and pop it up. Hi, Ruma. And all those lovely new people that are coming on at the moment, make sure you please that you have liked our page and you've given us some love hearts in the live feed. And if you get the opportunity, go over to YouTube, those who haven't seen our YouTube channel, because I have started a new channel on there called Anne and Renata's Misadventures. And I'm about to put up a hilarious one from Whitby, which I think Renata has completely forgotten about. And there is a lot of toilet humour in there. And Gail, the other travel companion, is in there as well. I had completely had left my mind that whole scenario. I don't think you remember it at all, do you? Do you remember trying to scare Gail?
Scare her?
Yeah, you're trying to scare her.
No, I can't. Ruma, so this is for you. You wanted a reading, so you have the Ace of Swords. And in this beautiful card here, the Ace of Swords has decided to take it upon herself to find the right place for herself and really push back and get rid of all the things that are standing in her way. So she's chomping through all of that stuff that has been put up in her way, and she is looking towards a bigger future. So this is about a big picture scenario. This is about you not only thinking about what you're going to be doing over the next week or two, but really planning out the next year, 2 years, 3 years, and going, where do I want to be and what do I want to do? Aces require a change of mindset. It requires us to think big, and it requires us to think about what we are truly good at and what our heart says we want. So this is where you need to be right now.
And thank you, Christy. She found Tegan's question. You girls are so inspiring. Oh, fuck no, right? Yeah. I'm so overwhelmed with life right now, and we're just wondering if life is possibly going to fall into place. So we all have to stop judging ourselves by the past sets of rules that life was like before COVID. Because we're all looking at ourselves saying we're not achieving, we're not doing this, we're not doing such and such, things aren't happening. Those rules are out the window. It's a whole new set of rules. So we all need to stop being so freaking hard on ourselves and know we can't. Some of us just can't achieve what we used to be able to do. So we pivot. Renata, you can take over. Hot, 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 hot.
Yeah, Tegan, the overwhelm doesn't stop, even if you are continuing to do and be on the right path. I had a day of overwhelm today where I threw things around. And sometimes you need to get that energy out of your system because it's literally clogging the system up. So if you're finding yourself in overwhelm, you need to step back and again look at what that overwhelm is and own it and say, I am overwhelmed because I've taken on too much, or I have no direction, or I don't know what I'm doing. But own that, because that will open up the ability to find a solution for it. If you just sit there and go, I'm overwhelmed, how is anyone going to help you if you don't know where you are overwhelmed and what is overwhelming you? You actually have to own that and go, I've created chaos. I have created chaos and I need to deal with that. And that is the simple start and the simple way of doing things. Now, the second thing that's happening, Tegan, is that people are still getting online and showing you their fabulous lives and going, look at how fabulous my fucking life is, and making you feel like a piece of shit because your life isn't. And you got to understand that 95% of all of those that are showing you their marvelous lives are lying to you. It's all a big story and it's not believable because it's not
Fake it till you
true.
make it.
So stop, as Anne said, do not compare yourself to anyone that is out there. Don't. Just stay in your lane, girl, and do what you think is right for you and your family. And it's okay to look on social media, and it's okay to look at TikTok, and it's okay to look at all of these wonderful people that seem to have everything. But in most cases, I'm telling you, they don't. It's a big lie, and it's making us all stressed out. But I've got a card for you, and it's this one. And the card is the Emperor card. So you have to really get out of the emotional side of things and start thinking. This is a testosterone laid card. This is a man's card. So what would a man think of doing in your scenario with your problem? They would probably have a very, very plain answer and go, that's what you got to do. Us women get all tied up in the emotional stuff, and then we're in a huge knot and we can't get out of it. So think clearly. Stop making all of this stuff so complicated for yourself. I hope that helps.
Awesome. Okay. Ruma said thank you so much. And I'm going to jump over to Suzanne Lawrence, whose question there is, could I please have a reading? I lost my mum and granddad in April, and I'm struggling to move forward. I know I am grieving, but I could do with a kick up the bum or failing that, a card.
Suzanne, it's only April that both these beautiful people passed out of your life, and this isn't really a time to push you too far. Part of all of this is learning to live now in a life that doesn't have them here in flesh and blood, and that's really, really difficult. And you've got to be a little bit kinder to yourself when it comes to trying to work through this stage. And this stage might take a lot longer than just a couple of weeks. I'm not prepared to kick you up the bum. I'm prepared to say to you, let those thoughts in your mind keep playing out. Feel what you need to feel. In doing that, don't let that emotion stop you from anchoring yourself in the real world and making sure that you've done the dishes and you've paid the bills, and looked after who else you need to look after. But the tears will come and the emotions will still come, and it will still be a roller coaster ride for quite some time. We don't have the social anchors that we normally would have, where you can sit down and have a coffee with a girlfriend or whatever. And it's really hard to deal with this emotional stuff on your own. If you can reach out to someone and talk to them via messenger or mobile or whatever, it will do your soul good. But also talk to these lovely people that have passed over and let them know that you're thinking about them and that you need to feel them around you, because they will still be, that energy will still be around, and to give you some sense of just relief if it is possible.
And Michelle Ravelich, thank you so much for the stars, gorgeous lady. You are so generous. I know you've been in lockdown for
years.
I was trying to think of something rude to say, but my mind is just blank. I have no spirit whatsoever. Okay, Patricia. Fantastic. I've not missed you now. Just to let you know, Patricia sent that message through at 8:38 p.m. and it's now 9:09. So you can see how far behind we are in the comments. I'm trying to jump forward and back to try and catch as many as I can. But she'd like to know how she's going with the new application for the mortgage. I've had nothing but issues. Oh.
And look, I'm going to say that the issues will continue. I'm sorry about that. This is the Moon card, and it's a card that says no one's prepared to make it easy for you, Patricia. So you have to double down and really make a concerted effort that you are going to make sure that every single thing with regard to this mortgage is done 110%. They're really testing you and testing your ability to see through this and make it through. Again, do not be emotional about it. Get out of the feeling part that it is something that is going to sort of weaken you at the moment. You've got to think logically about this and kind of go, what else do they want? What am I not seeing? What else do they want? And, and do that. Think of it that way. It's not a personal thing. Don't make it personal. Keep going, because it's not going to get any easier. It just isn't. It's going to be a tough call.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm not doing naughty card readings on every single message today because Renata's the one that has the really good juice. And if we can crack through as many as we can, it's sort of helpful for people, I think, because she's a counselor as well, like a proper counselor, real counselor. All right. What have we got here? Ash Stevenson. Ladies, you gave me a reading a few months back and my whole life was flipped around. If I'm picked tonight, I would love to know what's going on moving forward. I have a clear slate with every single aspect of my life right now. Oh, Ash, that sounds like you've had a cleansing, so to speak.
Yeah, Ash, this is the Six of Cups, and it's reminding you where you've come from and what your background is, well, what your ancestors and your family is all about, and the connection that you have with them. Part of that may be the clearing that you have created, but you can't wipe your slate clean and kind of go, I'm not going to remember who I was, where I've come from, and who that person was, because you may tend to lose yourself completely. I think you have to sort of ground yourself in the abilities and what you know right now so that you don't over struggle with trying to start everything fresh and new and kind of just go, there's a line. I'm not the same person. No, you're not. But don't overdo it because you can get lost in that process. Tiptoe into it. And if there are things that you can do that you know you do well and you've done before, anchor yourself in that. Anchor yourself back in the knowledge that you have already accumulated and move slowly forward from there. Because this is a Cups card, there is still emotional work that needs to be done. And that is kind of the biggest thing that overarches everything else. The more clarity will come once you get into the November, December period of this year.
And for those who missed it, here's the gorgeous Sarah Black Wielder. Oh, I wonder what sort of anatomy she wields. Dana messaged me for your full in-depth reading and guidance because she knows everything the Lord Jesus has spoken in her ear. She's got the goddess and the gods and the angels and the pixies letting her know exactly what you need to know in life. Sarah, feck off. Anyway, thank you for blocking her, Miss Crispy. And you'll be very pleased to know your other friend is back on. I just lost it. Brad with no life is back on our feed because he's got nothing else to do.
Hold on, Brad, does your mum know you're using her internet? Does your mum know you're on the internet and you're talking to women you do not know? She's going to come in to your room with the posters that are on your wall and smack your silly ass. So my suggestion is go away. Go away, because I don't think you're old enough to be on this site. I think you're about 15, Brad. And that's a naughty, naughty, naughty little boy doing this. All right? So go away, Brad.
Oh, look, I love our parastalkers on here. Mate Uranus would be far wider than mine or anyone else's in here. Brad, you should use your brain before speaking. Love. Now, guys, it might be a minor. As Renata said, his mum might not know that he's on the internet.
I don't think his mum knows he's on the internet. I think he's probably about 14 or 15 and getting a bit of a thrill from talking on sites like this. And so, you know, let's not upset him because he might be just a young little boy. And, you know, we just got to tell him he's doing the wrong thing.
Hey, our cards ended up in England today, our frightfully good cards. Now, Beth, I'd like a reading, especially the naughty cards. So while we let Brad have a little bit of a rage in a corner there, which I'm sure Brad's saying some naughty words, need to wash his mouth out with soap. Anyway, Beth, let me give you a naughty card, my love, because this is how we scam people, obviously. We read cards for free. We're scamming. Right. Oh, it's giving you this one. So it says, take your blinkers off and have a good hard look at what is really happening around you. Not the love and light floss that people are feeding you and the stuff that they are feeding you that you want to hear because it makes you feel better when they feed you this crap. Look at what's really, really, truly going on. Okay? Love from the naughty aunties. Rightio. I'm sorry if I skipped over a few people, but yep. Oh, what have we got there? Yeah, Renata, you were very restrained. And Jared Riley would like a general card reading, please. See,
It
this
is.
is what manners are, Brad.
Now, look, it's interesting because Brad came to me during the week, and not face to face,
Oh,
but
did
the
he
idea
really?
the idea of Brad came to me during the week, and that I needed to tell Brad that his mum wouldn't be happy with him doing this. And so
Oh,
I had to give that message through that his mum would be really, really upset with him
okay.
for what he's doing. Yeah.
Just a naughty boy. Okay, on to Jared. General card reading, please.
Hello, Jared. Thank you for being so nice and polite. And you have the Temperance card, which is really interesting because you might be a little bit worn out at the moment by actually being super nice to everyone that's around you and wondering when in the hell people are going to be super nice to you, which is a problem that sometimes really super nice people get into, where it's like they're continually giving, 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 and no one is giving back. And so, Jared, I would say to you, just hang on to everything at the moment and kind of look at what you can do to make yourself happy at this point in time. Stop trying to please everyone because you've got to get to a point where you go, oh, this is never going to turn around and I'm never going to win these people over. And I'm sick and tired of giving everything and always being there and always being on time and giving of myself. And I don't seem to be getting it back. Realize that and step back and look after yourself first at this point in time. And this is a Temperance card. And the Temperance card is sort of saying to me that there's a little bit of emotional stuff going on for you where it's just things aren't sitting right and you're just hoping, and asking yourself, why are people like this? Why are people like this? And look, I tell you what, we're all asking ourselves the same question. Why are people like this?
Why do people like Brad? And okay, so here we go. Rachel Honeysett, are there any messages for my son from Spirit, please and thank you? I'm sorry for your loss, beautiful lady.
Oh dear. Wow. And the Sun card has actually come out. Look at this beautiful card. Look at this card. So,
Oh
so
wow! I've just got goosebumps everywhere. Sun card with a message from the sun.
yeah,
Oh,
so this is a beautiful card of hope and joy and happiness. And I think and Rachel, I don't know where you live, but I'm hoping that it's somewhere where we're coming into a warmer period and that you can actually and your son can actually get out in the sunshine because that is what's going to make him so much more happier. And yeah, look, whoever this is from Spirit that is sending this message through, get
it's
out in
her
the sun.
son is in spirit.
Oh, okay.
Her son is in spirit.
Um,
That's why I'm amazed that the sun card came
yeah.
out. She wants a message from her son. I mean, that to me is
uh,
like a validation that it is him.
Well, have you been waiting to make a move or actually move places, move houses, move where you are? Because This is more of a move that has to be made, and maybe you've been waiting for an appropriate time to do this, of letting go of the old and moving into the new. And maybe this whole sun thing of moving where it's warmer or moving where it's there's a lot of sunshine is something that is what you actually want. So it's like the answer is, yeah, look, do it. Just do it. Do whatever you need to do to make yourself feel happier.
Luisa Berto just popped up on our screen without me even touching anything, so Crispy must have put her up there. Louisa, can I have a naughty card? Please, feeling stuck at the moment. Okay, so Louisa, you are aware that the naughty cards swear a little bit and they're a bit blunt, so I'll give you a card. So, Spirit Guides, what message do you have for Louisa? Oh, okay. No matter how hard you won't be able to try. Hang on. No matter how hard you try, you won't be able to change this. It's just a shitstorm. And do you know what happens when there's a shitstorm? You take cover and try to avoid the shit that's being flung around, and you wait till it passes. Don't go out there and play in the shit, because you will stink. All of you will stink, and it will get in every little nook and cranny, and it will just stink. So avoid the shitstorm, hide it out, and just wait. Love from the Naughty Annie N. Rightio. We've got Rebecca. Night Camp. Can you read that one, Renata?
Yeah, should you take on the uni course, it's interesting you have the Justice card. And I think you'd be awesome at a uni course, Rebecca. Clear thinking is required, and you're really good at that, and not dawdling when it comes to it. So you're really ready to take this on. And the Justice card says you are ready to take this on. So go ahead and do it.
All right. Okay. Hello, Marianne Clark. Hello. Oh, hang on. We just lost her there. From Ghost House Paranormal, Para-Unity, thank you for giving us a shout out. And anyone that's from a paranormal team, give their paranormal team a shout out now. We do like to share the love. And Deborah Ray would like a naughty card. You know, you can buy these. Renata and I created these ourselves, and the way to buy them is down the bottom there. You just go to our frightfullygood.com website and hit the shop tab, and it will be there, and that's where all our merch will eventually go up. But we will let you know. Our Paris Stalkers and Pooh Bars will get first dibs on the merch. But now a card for Deb. Oh, love, phone a friend. Not even the spirits want to help you on this one. No, but it is. Reach out to someone who might need to hear from someone who might be a bit lonely. That you know who it is. They've been popping into your mind quite a bit, and you're wondering why they're popping into your mind. It's because you need to give them a call and just say, "How you going? You okay?" And have a little chat about some good times that you used to have together. Or make the world a difference for them. All right, we've got to get rid of that one. I'll just block that user. And please note, people, we will never, ever send you a private message to have a reading or anything like that. So we've got this Sarah Blackwilder here who is a troll. So just ignore them. I'm just trying to get rid of them. Sometimes you've got to block them a few times. Oh, they're back on again. I thought we'd got rid of them, Christy. Why are they back on? And Deb said, thanks so much.
And shout out to Jodie Connell from Geelong.
Hi, Jodie.
Those tours. Hi.
So we've got Geelong Ghosts for Paranormal Seekers and Chasers of the Paranormal. Fantastic.
Yeah. Hopefully you're open for more than a couple of days this time. Because every time you open up, they seem to close you back down again. So hopefully you'll stay open for a little bit longer and get some people through the doors there.
Third stage apparently means an angel is near, or in my case, probably a demon. Callum says, General. No, please, thank you. Where's your manners, Callum? Honest to God. I'm sure Callum will send us a few dollars if he gets a reading, won't you, Callum?
Well, this says everything about you, Callum. There is a part of you that
Oh,
thinks
yeah.
that that's all you need to do, just appear, and everything will be handed to you on a plate. And you know what, Callum? Sometimes you're absolutely right. That's the
Worked tonight,
unfortunate thing.
didn't it?
That's the unfortunate thing about you, Callum. People will say to you that child has been blessed. Seems everything that they touch turns out gold. And if you can handle that really well, you will do well in life. But don't let ego get in your way and cause you to fall flat on your face.
And hello to Lynn from Junie. Great supporter of Oz Paratech Store, may I add. Hope you got your last parcel okay. From Unexplained Australia, Ghosts Unexplained Australia. Hang on, Heather, I'll come back to you in a second. Casper, based in Shepparton, Victoria, but members come from all over the place. And Heather, this is going to be our last question for the night, because then all of you are going to pick a card from 1, 2, or 3. Even you, Brad. Even you. So Heather's sister has passed, desperate to see if there is a message from her.
Yeah. And it's interesting because the card that she asked me to choose for you, or that she stopped me at, was the Magician's card. And so she's saying to you, Heather, if you need to start over, just start over. Drop what it is that you've been really trying to make work, and just start over, girl. And of course, the song that came to mind was the Annie Lennox song, Sisters Are Doing It for Themselves. So you might need to consider that some of the things that you do from this point on, you do just on your own, and don't expect somebody else to do it with you. That somebody was your sister. She's not going to be replaced anytime soon. And you can still speak to her at any point in time that you wish. Just send those thoughts out, and she will connect with you. There's a special shop around where you lived that you two used to go to together, whether it's a coffee shop or you went shopping there or whatever it was. And she's leading me to that particular shop and saying, go and sit there or go into there, because every time you do, you'll take me with you. There were certainly things that you loved to do, and she's not far away at the moment. Yeah.
Amanda, I am so sorry for your loss. Oh, wow. I'm sorry we didn't get to you tonight. Yeah, I'll just pop that message up so you can see that, Renata. So commit to the card that you would like now. You've got cards 1, 2, or 3. If you've missed out, ask your question now and think what card pops into your head straight away. And then there is Michelle, also from Site Sydney Investigation Ghost Tours. Thank you, Michelle. And what was I missed Andrews there? Paranormal and UFO Ballina, Byron Bay. Yes, we do have Afterpay. Yes. All right. So Virginia says 2, but angels are showing me 2 or 3. The angels don't make the decision. You make the decision. What is it you want? Because what you're doing is you are hedging your bets, going, oh, I want to pick 2, but, they're showing me 3. And then whatever is the right answer, you'll be able to pick that as your answer, because it's going to be so much easier in case you're wrong. You pick one. This is your decision. Don't pass it off to the spirits. Are we ready?
Yep.
All right. First one. Number 1, King of Swords.
Okay, so the King of Swords is asking you to, again, just like you have mentioned there, make a decision. Take the emotional side out of whatever it is that is important to you right now. People are looking towards you to offer guidance and finally make the decision and stop kind of going to and fro and to and fro and changing the way you think about things. People aren't going to like you. Not everyone's going to like you. That's just tough luck. You have to stay strong to how you feel you need to lead things right now. And that's what you have to stick with. Be true to yourself.
And the frightfully good cards are saying the good luck fairy has cleared the road ahead for you to take the next step. Woohoo! Take a bloody step. Right. I've got to make sure I get this on the right pack. Then we go to number 2 is the Empress.
Oh, the Empress is all about fertility and love and home life and creating a space that is gentle and calm and being there for other people and understanding that you are really a mother. And that goes for men too. It is this nurturing that is required in this particular instance. So it's not about being hurtful or pushing people away. It's about offering a nurturing space, even if that means the nurturing for yourself that's required at the moment.
Okay, so this is the card that is telling you need to turn on your charm to get what you want, right? So use your honey, not the vinegar, to charm what it is you need out of the situation. Don't resort to anger or being pushy or anything like that. Use your charm. Right, number 3.
Shout out to Uncensored Radio as well. And Brooke, who is a member of the team.
Yeah, she's a regular now. The Hierophant.
I really don't like this card too much. It's one of those cards in the tarot deck that I get quite offended by, because this goes back to rules and regulations and often doing things that you're told to do, and there is no way out of it. So this can be like contractual agreements, or like we had the situation earlier on where one of our lovely people was saying that she's got to deal with mortgages and banks and things, and they're making you do things that you really kind of can't get out of doing. You have to follow the rules. You have to sort of abide by other parameters or structures, and you can't be yourself. You just have to do what you have to do. And this is that point in time where, with a particular question, if you chose number 3, the next couple of days or this week is about following the rules and just getting on with it.
And the last card for the night is love what you do and do what you love. Find your passion, because only then are you going to be happy. It's so hard to work with something that just doesn't make you sing inside. If you have to do a job that doesn't make you sing, make sure you find something outside of your job that makes your heart sing. Okay? Love from the naughty aunties. That brings us to the end of our show. We'll move that over to the side. Please, guys, head over to YouTube and check out some of the videos from Renata's and my travels over the last couple of years. You think that we laugh when we're live here. We just laugh all the time, and we actually recorded a lot of that stuff on our journey, and we're sharing it on our YouTube channel. Yeah, and also, that's right, Christy, thank you. We do not ever send out a friend request or message you for readings. If you do receive somebody sending you a message saying, come on like this Anne and Renata page, and it's a photo of an Indian boy, it is not us. Okay? It's not us. There is no other pages. This is it. We ask you to go to our other pages and like them, but we will not actually send those pages to you to like. And I think that's about it for the night, isn't it? We've run a bit late.
Yep. Take it easy, everyone. We know it's really, really difficult, and everyone's got the kind of the poops at the moment with things that are continually still going on. I think we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. We will be given.
Come out. I'm getting prepared.
Yeah, we are going to be given privileges if we're good little children and do the right thing. We've just got to hang out a little bit longer. And please, if you are getting frustrated with lockdowns and things that are going on around you, remember that there are other places in the world where people are dying from COVID in vast numbers, and hospitals cannot keep up with looking after people. So it is terrible that a lot of people's businesses and hopes and dreams are either on hold or doing really badly. But while you're breathing and while your 2 feet can get you out there and you have a brain that can create change and still think of other things that you can do, you can still keep going, right? If you're dead, forget about it. There's no coming back. And lots of families
there
are
might
suffering.
be, but you don't want to come back that way.
No. And lots of people are suffering from members of the family who have passed. And we send our condolences to all of them. So, yeah, it's an awful and upsetting time. But we will all get through this. We will get through it.
And we will have more adventures, Renata. You wait till that one I'm going to put up tonight about the haunted pub that we stayed at in Whitby. You will love. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
Love you
Thank you for the
all.
stars. Thank you for your cent stars and dollars. Thank you for your hearts.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for
Thank
sharing
you.
our page and tagging people. Everything helps, so we appreciate it greatly. And guys, we'll see you all on the dark
Good luck.
side.